So to catch you up, Laura, because I think you were the only one not here, the party went to the council chambers. They talked to people. They talked to Push and all the council members on what had happened in the marsh. Push was concerned about the mushroom. It reminded him of myconids, but myconids don't exist on the surface. It seemed that the council members were like, "Well, it's over now, so let's not worry about it." There was a short bidding war between two of the council members. There was one from Parnast named Sean Overhill, the other one GM Somerset. There was a bidding war going on. Lou decided to go with Overhill after saying, "I'll pay you 5,200 gold pieces, 2,500 now, 2,700 later after I collect some stuff." And once he paid you all the money, everyone went in their various ways to do shopping. Uh, and we all that stuff we posted in the group chat about Levi went off to the woods to meditate and counsel himself. Meepo bought some immovable rods. Katia went around the city. She did some praying. She did some shopping. Lou went on a slight mini adventure by himself with his hag. He bought a wyvern, and then Click spent a lot of time at the White Spire, which we'll do a little flashback whenever Chris comes back because he was very excited to do that. But that catches us up. It is the day before the tournament. You guys are in Waterdeep, and you can quickly get to the tournament. You know that it's going to start tomorrow in the AM. So the word around town is that everyone that wants to show up needs to be there today.
Oh.
Well, then we better get going.
Yeah. And you said that the potion or the scroll was 500 gold?
Yep.
Okay, let me remove that. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so you guys are walking down the tradeway, um, heading southward towards the direction of the Thunderlock. This tent city that seemingly exploded overnight has somehow gotten even denser in these final few hours before this large tournament. There are dense crowds, packed feet, smelly carnies. Uh, it reminds anyone in today's age of a very popular county fair.
Hmm.
As you are walking around, heading towards the original standing building of the Thunderlock Tavern, you're seeing all kinds of interesting people. Um, there are merchants. Uh, there are people who are going to spectate, but what really sticks out to you are these people that are moving in groups. It's like you see like this man. He's got stubble on his face, but he's wearing like a large crest on his back, so that's what draws your eye. It's like most of his clothes seem pretty tattered, but his vest seems to be kept in good order. And on the back of it is with golden thread seems to be sewn into it in design. Next to him, there's two. They almost look elven, but there's something off about them. With people with long blonde hair. In between them, there's a shaven-headed, dark-skinned man with tattoos along his face, and finally a woman with like her hair cut in like a curly bob, wearing nothing but robes. And that's just one of the examples of the people you see traveling in groups. You see Vol and the rest of the Ghosty Grooves group traveling around. There's even they even seem to be attracting a crowd even now as Vol is playing a song as he proceeds. Everyone seems to be moving in the general direction towards the Thunderlock Tavern. Uh, and once you get there, looking across on the other side of the street are those four erected buildings that you guys have not seen the inside of. And judging by the guard that is posted around the building, no one else has seen the inside of either. Um, Once the crowd coalesces in front of Thunderlock Tavern, you all stop for a moment and you see two people. One, a brown haired dwarf you recognize as the tavern keeper of Thunderlock, Doran Ironface. You've spoken with him before. At this point, it seems several months ago. And there's also a dark skinned woman with very short cut hair and almond eyes. She's wearing clean white robes with like a small plate on her chest. There seems to be a picture of a tower on the plate. You recognize this woman because you met her before and had a bad experience with Meepo. This is Humara Beltum. You know that she is a representative of the White Spire and was the one who was constructing those buildings.
Oh, that we pissed off.
Yes.
That Meepo pissed off.
I thought we-
Meepo's innocent, whatever it is he did, he doesn't know.
A lot of us pissed her off.
Meepo does not remember why he'd be pissed off, but Meepo is surely innocent.
You threw a bone at her head. And it hit her. You may have forgotten, but she didn't.
You're not good at making friends, Meepo.
Meepo was very good at friends.
I don't know, Meepo. It's like, I think we're your only friends.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that we don't want to be your friend. It's just that you take a while to get used to.
Do you not remember all the other kobolds?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You get along with other kobolds.
They have better taste than these people.
Because you are their chief.
So, as you guys are talking back and forth, Yukira, coming from up above you, up on the outside balcony of the Thunderlock Tavern, it seems that Doran is trying to get everyone's attention. And you see him like he seems to have like a small religious symbol on his chest. If you were to bother to figure out what that was, you might be able to tell. But he holds his hand to his voice, and suddenly his voice magnifies several volumes to speak out over the crowd. Welcome, everyone. It's like in the crowd, they were having idle conversation, but everyone now turns to look at him and pay attention and listen. Welcome to the 7th annual Thunderlock Brawl. We are very happy to have all of you here and very happy to bring you a brand new year of challenges and interesting obstacles thanks to our partnership with the White Spire. And like there's some polite clapping in the crowd as Humara, she kind of looks like very stern faced, but she manages a royal wave. This year there will be some changes depending on our increased size as well as our fabulous grand prize and budget.
Okay.
Fabulous.
He goes on to say some more words when suddenly 5 shadows pass over the crowd. You guys look up and you see 5 large creatures with wide outspread wings casting familiar shadows upon the entire crowd. There's some gasps and screams as people start to panic. These shapes, almost like a dart, zoom past over the crowd before they turn around and bank. Quick look, you can see that there are 5 people riding, each one riding on top of these individual creatures. These are wyverns. You've seen these before, but you've never seen a wyvern being ridden before. On top, you see, various humanoids. Like they range across the types, but once they get closer, you'll be able to tell more. The wyverns, again, panicking the crowd a little bit, they land on top of the Thunderlock Tavern. And the Doran tries to reclaim the gun. Calm down. This is one of our competitors. In fact, it's the champion from last year. You may all remember the Dorian Scouts. There's some scattered cheers as like the wyverns have now secured themselves in place, and like the sitting on top of all of the wyverns, sitting straight and tall. There's this seems to be like 4 men and 1 woman hold themselves up straight and proud, looking down on the crowd. Back to what I was saying. Sorry, there was because of our large number of participants, there have been some rule changes that I'll explain now. First, we shall have a Swiss round. All the teams will compete in a time trial of events.
What's Swiss?
I think that's what he just explained.
But what is Swiss?
It means that we will take the time trial, and the top 8 competitors will move on to the elimination rounds. Does that explain it enough for you?
Yes.
I guess. But what's the word Swiss mean?
Cheese.
It's like, you ever had cheese with a bunch of holes in it?
It's a cheese round.
Yeah?
That's Swiss.
It's just what the cheese is called.
Wow. Creative naming, inventing words for cheese. For things that don't exist.
You don't know that. Meepo's not traveled the world.
Swiss.
Little do we know that the entire Sword Coast is just a tiny, tiny island, and everyone is very, very small. Anyway.
It's an interesting concept.
Now, all of the competitors will sleep in the Thunderlock Tavern tonight with their fellow competitors. There will be no violence or obstruction of your fellows.
Meepo,
What?
no obstruction, no confrontation.
Meeple does not obstruct, others just get in the way.
In the meantime, I'm glad to see you all here, and let us hope that the 7th annual tournament is a great success. Yay! There's lots of cheering.
Woo!
And the dwarf goes inside. The woman pauses for a moment, looking at the crowd because Meepo spoke up. She has spotted him in the crowd.
You get us kicked out.
She's not trying to hide her face when she's. It's like obviously displeased that you guys are here. And then she goes inside.
Displeased that we're here or displeased that Meepo's here?
Insight. Obviously, she's not happy. But who that's for, you're going to have to figure out.
Oh my
21.
God.
It's mostly directed at
24.
me. It's mostly directed at Meepo, but there's a sinking suspicion that it might be guilt by association.
Crap. Meepo.
Meepo has done nothing.
Yeah, Meepo never does nothing.
No.
Click says, "You threw a bone at her head, Meepo. I had to cast Calm Emotions before she killed you."
Her head got in the way of my bone.
That's not how I remember it. But anyway,
Was aiming for the trash can.
Anyway, the crowd has started to disperse again. There's people picking up food. You see a blue-haired elf eating a big piece of chicken with one hand, and then another drinking a beer. It's Rubina. You remember her from Lork. There's also a scarred half orc who seems to be talking to this dirty blonde elf. The dirty blonde elf. Like, if you were to compare the two, they could not be more dissimilar. Because like the orc is tall and broad. He's wearing what looks to be like he's wearing a heavy metal breastplate. Whereas the dirty blonde elf, who's is almost like rail thin, wearing nothing but like very light leathers.
Do
Yeah.
you recognize them?
You do not recognize them as. You do not recognize. Actually, make an insight check.
Crap. 9.
No.
Cool. Is anybody else on edge?
What would we have to be
No.
on edge about? Asked Click.
I don't know, Click. Maybe just the fact that anytime we meet anybody new, it turns out to be that sorcerer person who tries to kill us. Sorry, that was a lot of angst.
Hasn't tried to kill me.
Let's
Just
see.
means you're next, right?
She tried to kill Meepo. She tried to kill Lou.
Just
I
means
was kind of in the
you all are
crosshairs,
next.
Meepo.
So the question is like, is she going to double back to actually try to kill them, or is she going to like keep moving down the list because she keeps failing?
I don't know. I think you guys are making it up. Because I haven't seen anything yet.
Well, I certainly saw it, says Lou. It's like she stabbed me right here.
Why wouldn't you believe us?
I just haven't seen her.
So you're not going to believe us?
No, I believe you, but I think you guys might just be exaggerating a little bit.
Look, I'll call for help more readily next time.
Okay. I'll be there.
I thought we were friends.
We are. I believe you. I just think that Meepo has a tendency to exaggerate and make things.
Yeah, but
I had a fucking hole in my chest.
I was there.
I healed you.
Exactly. It's like,
So
and
how
then
do you doubt I had a hole in my chest?
are you doubting the face changing part?
What part of this are you doubting?
I mean, there's lots of people who have tried to kill you.
That's true. But this one has been out to get us.
Yeah, but this one also tried to kill Lou.
Well, that's unusual, but, you know, it's not unusual that people are out to hurt Meepo.
Now it's one of your all's turn to get stabbed.
I'd prefer not.
There's a Simon that you recognize comes up to y'all. This is like, oh, talking about getting stabbed, are we? It's like, I hear there's gonna be lots of stabbing going on later.
Yeah, we'll wipe
Probably.
everybody.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? Hi. He goes to shake your hand.
No. No.
Okay. Oh, sorry. All right. Yeah, I got it. No, no hands. Got it. Keep my hands in my pocket. Got it.
Thank you. I'm gonna go get a drink.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah. Rubina already got a drink. She got it from right over there. You walk over to where Rubina is roughly standing. She looks at you. Hey.
Sup?
Did you actually say sup?
Yes. If you knew how much I do this in my regular everyday life.
Hope hates it when I say sup to her.
Really?
Sup?
I walk around work and go, sup.
I
She's
just
like-
give the awkward head nod and finger wave.
Which finger?
Pointer, index, and kind of thumb.
Like this one?
Just to raise my hand.
Ah,
Kind of hard when you're driving.
I got you.
When your hand's on the steering wheel. Just kind of give a.
Not the one
Listen,
finger salute.
No.
I mostly broke the habit of doing finger guns. I was doing that for a while.
Why would you ever want to stop using finger guns?
Why would I ever want to stop? I haven't fully broken the habit. Oh, it got to a point. I actually went to the doctor at one point and without thinking did that.
Wow.
And she was like, "Wow, I've never had that before." I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Hey. Finger
So,
gun. Hey. You're like the
Drink.
Foz.
I do weird things when I deal with people every single day. Today I tried to say the word time and it came out toim.
Toy.
Toing.
Toim. What toim is it?
Assimilating the Boston accent.
You fuse pants with car keys.
Would be the Foz.
Khakis.
Hey.
Rubina
Forget about it.
gestures with her head towards the setup tent of a bar. It's like drinks over there are good.
Cool. Thank you. How much are they?
I don't know. Depends on what you drink.
Fair. I go over to get a drink.
You go over there. The guy with the dirty clothes with the absolute immaculate vest is there. He is absolutely slugging back drinks.
Okay. I'll have one of what he's having.
That's a good choice. It's beer.
No
They
wonder
make
he-
such good beer here. The woman with the wearing robes and the curly hair is she's just absolutely and she looks very embarrassed. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. That's bad manners. My name's Titus.
Titus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Over
yeah.
there, that's Alejandra.
Alejandra and Titus.
Yeah. So I don't know where my other friends went. Yuri and Sala. Freaking Ivania's probably gotten herself into trouble.
I'm sure they're fine.
Are you
Are
some
you
of
here
our
with me?
competition?
Are you
yes,
all here with me?
Did we separate?
I went to go get a drink.
Well,
Unless you guys-
I probably would have. I went with you.
Okay.
Did Meepo?
I've been on your shoulders this whole time.
Oh.
No. You gotta ask explicitly for that.
Hasn't somebody else been carrying you around recently?
No.
Could have sworn that was a thing.
No, just you.
You just why don't you walk for a bit?
But then I can't see.
It's pretty open out here.
Can't see over the crowd.
Well, but this way the people who hate you can't see you either.
I want them to see me.
I don't need myself associated with that.
Let them come.
Titus actually does laugh.
I love how like I walked up, people start talking to me, you guys pipe up, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're here with me?
Always have been.
Oh,
You too have people that follow you,
I need
says
to-
Alejandra.
I don't follow me is a interesting take, but it will require 2 beers.
Yeah, 2 beers coming up. It's like he brings them right to the table. They're decent size. He takes your money. It's only a few copper.
Okay.
Titus, he kind of leans on the bar. So, 2 beers? Are you sharing? He's leaning in that awkward way.
I mean, I look at Alejandra.
She is absolutely just head down, like,
You know what? Yeah, I'll get him a beer.
thank you very much. It's like I've run out of money.
I figure the more drunk he is now, the less he'll be able to compete well tomorrow.
The bartender brings him another, and he immediately slugs it back.
I'll slug one of mine back.
He clinks empty cups.
Welcome.
So, what? Yes, we are. Normally, we're in the darker parts of the country, but when we heard about the prize, we gave it a shot.
Have we heard about the prize, Logan?
Yes, it was part of the sending that you guys have been receiving for the past few months.
Right.
There's 10,000 gold piece prize and a special prize no one's told you about yet.
Right. What are the darker parts of the country?
Oh, it's where stuff that creeps and crawls likes to live.
The nighttime side.
Away from civilized people.
Hmm. My
he's
dog
getting-
whistle ears are. My dog ears are ringing.
His face is like completely flushed red. It's like Alejandra gets up and she starts to like grab him by the sleeve. It's like, Titus, we've got to do stuff tomorrow. It's like I completely abandoned her accent there.
It's okay.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like you're willing to buy another. He gives a big smile.
Why not? I'll get one for myself as well.
The bartender puts down 2 more drinks. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and roll. I realized why I stopped using this dice.
Does it not work in your favor?
No, Titus slugs back another beer and immediately collapses.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's fine. Just taps him on the back. This is another reason why we stay in the darker parts of the country. Less breweries.
I've had many a friend like that. I do understand. Sorry.
It's fine. Hold on. She holds her head to her temple for a moment. Like you see her like mouthing words. And then-
Restoration.
One of those long-haired people that you saw walking with him, who looks kind of elvish but a little too pale. Something's off about it. Picks up Titus. It's like, come on, you stupid drunk. It's like, puts you down into bed, and the 3 of them walk away.
Cool. I finished my drink.
As you were finishing your drink, because this is like an auxiliary bar associated with the Thunderlock Tavern. So they're serving a lot of drinks outside just for the limit of room. So a lot of the competitors are going to be walking by this area. In fact, the large half orc that you saw earlier talking to the very tiny halfling, I'm not halfling, half elf, walk up along with a few others. There's another half elf with them with shortcut red hair that if not for like the angles of his face, you would assume would be human. It looks like he's trying to dress the part of human, like he's got a headband around his head. There's a grouchy looking middle-aged human who's got like bits of gray in his beard. He looks very tired with like the bags in his eyes.
Mhm.
And lastly, there's a walking around almost with like a strut is this other human. He's got hair length brown hair down to his shoulders, and he's very loud and boisterous. Like whenever someone tells a joke, he laughs extra hard, and his whole body shakes with laughter. Whatever he lets you know what he's feeling with all of his emoting. Just by listening in, you pick up their names. Their Taman is the redhead, Thrug is the half orc, Marlock is the human with the dirty blonde, roughly the same height as you, Katya, half elf. That's named Bjorn. And lastly, the other human is named Finian.
I love the Finian thrown in with the other names.
These guys seem mostly to be keeping to themselves, with the exception of Taman. Taman, judging by the loot on his back, appears to be a performer. So he's actually trying to work up the crowd around it, trying to get some more coins as he keeps drinking. And Vol the Blade joins in with the rest of his crew, and they kind of get into a bit of a bard off. Bjorn is just looking around in complete amazement, like looking at every little thing. He's running his fingers along the bar, trying to there's small patterns scratched into him. So he's looking at him. He's very noticeable. You see him pull out a notebook and try to trace the pattern a little bit. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, we're here the day before, right?
Right. The tournament will start in the morning, and all of the competitors are going to sleep inside the Thunderlock Tavern.
It's a big tavern.
It is.
Really big tavern.
Yep.
Meeple asks for his seat on Katya's shoulder.
Very well. Thank you.
Meeple grabs a pint and climbs up onto her shoulder.
Finian sees this and begins to laugh. It's a loud, a hearty laugh. It's almost like booming of thunder in the distance.
Something funny, laughing man.
It's a peculiar sight. Oh, what wonder. Praise Tempest for this.
What?
The hell are you on about, old man?
It's a glorious day. Even though there's not a cloud in the sky, Tempest is with us. If I'm actually remembering the names of the D&D gods correctly right now. He's basically referring to a sky god. If I'm messing that up and confusing it with a war god, you'll see why that is.
I whisper in Katya's ear. I think he's consuming more than just mead.
Weed? Do you have any weed? I don't.
Uh, okay.
Did you
Sorry.
say mead or weed?
I said mead.
Okay.
Me? Sorry,
I
I
mean,
misheard
AD.
you.
Yeah, I think this guy's had a bit more than just some mead.
Perhaps.
What would I need mead for? It's like, it's such a glorious day. You don't need anything just to enjoy the greatness that is Tempest life.
Does Finian look extra muscly?
No, he's actually quite doughy.
I think he's on Molly. This is what Molly does, right? Ecstasy. I don't know.
I don't know what you speak. I haven't partaken in anything but good food and good company.
You might have just had a lot of alcohol.
No,
Huh.
Okay.
Peculiar.
no, trust me, I don't need any, and neither does Bjorn here. Can't even touch the stuff before he passes out.
How does Bjorn look?
Bjorn looks over at you all. He gives like a huh.
Is he exaggerating, Bjorn, or is that true?
Hello, I'm Bjorn.
Hello.
It's a
Okay.
very thick Elvish accent.
Oh.
So you're gonna pass out after like a sip?
I do know Elfish.
Bjorn, not drink?
Okay.
Interesting.
Bjorn, get tired when drink.
I whisper in Katya's ear to remember that for the competition.
I don't really know how you expect me to utilize that, but
Well, you can't hold liquor. I don't know what kind of competition we're going into here.
I'll switch to Elvish and ask if it includes wine or is it just beer?
Oh, thank goodness. He says in complete relief. No one really wants to speak Elvish this far south. It's like he gets up from his seat and actually moves closer to you. It's like, hi, my name is Bjorn Moonbrook, but Sinandal, so it's hard to say in the accent.
Sorry. I'm writing. I'm Katya and I'm from Daggerford.
Oh, Daggerford. I've heard of that place.
It's a nice little area. It's had its hardships. It's not far from here.
Yeah, I was told to go through there some point. My mother was there for a bit when she traveled south.
Oh, interesting.
And I'll say, my name's Levi. I also can speak Elvish.
It's like, oh, Levi! She shakes your hand very vigorously.
What does Bjorn look like again?
He's got dirty blonde hair. He's roughly your height, and he's rail thin. You notice that he is wearing like very intricate leathers, and at his hip is a long, thin sword.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was traveling around trying to, we don't get to leave the High Rock all the time, and I thought I would like to see the world just like Mom did. It's maybe I'll go back in a few decades or whatever, but whatever. I'm 50. It's like I've got time.
I feel that. I'm not much older than you.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of old farts.
Pretty sure what am I? 56, 58, something like that.
I'm like
Okay,
54.
Grandma.
You're like 54. Oh wow. We're really
Yeah.
close in age.
Yeah.
I never really grew up with elves though.
Oh, I've always been around elves.
I've
It's
always
like-
been around humans.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the easiest because like some of the full elves, thought I was a soul killer but like the other ones, like my masters, they were nice enough to me once I passed the warding.
You had masters?
He's like he draws his sword like half an inch, but in not in a I'm gonna draw it to use it way, but in a draw to display it way.
Ah,
For Blade Singer,
oh, cool. That's really impressive.
thank you. Not a lot of high elf half elves can do it.
Are y'all still speaking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tell you to put your sword away, pervert.
He looks at you. You said that in common, right?
Yes.
He offers his hand. Hello, I'm Bjorn.
I just look at him.
This is
Ye-
Meepo. Please ignore him.
He slowly draws his hand away.
He's okay. He just doesn't understand most things.
Meeple
I
understand plenty.
I said that in Elvish.
Oh.
I get that. Ever since I've traveled, south of the spine, it's been weird. Mom said it was a great place to be when she was down here, and it's unique. Lots of cool things. It's like he pulls out a notebook and like he starts flipping through like various things that he saw in towns and stuff.
I'm so sorry. My dad is really freaking old.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry. I just, like, things started to click. I should not be letting him farm anymore.
I just heard my name. What? Says click. I'm making a joke.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, in Elvish years, he's not old.
Because I was gonna say, like, oh, I should ask like what your mom's name is. Maybe my dad met her. I'm like, oh, my dad's really old. Oh my goodness. So sorry.
No, you're okay.
Old in Elvish years.
Did you drink?
Yep.
That explains it. I can't drink. We don't have that in High Rock.
No alcohol at all?
Nothing like this. It's like to drink requires like long fermentation process, and we can definitely be patient for it, but masters have weird rules.
Hmm. Interesting.
Crap.
I didn't think places had masters anymore. Was that
Well,
We just came from some islands that had
well? Yeah, but that was unusual. So master as far as a teacher, though.
yeah, that'd be the other word for it. Teacher. It's more of like biggest teacher. It's like he's definitely making these big arm motions with.
I hear
That was my dog. That was my dog.
I hear nails.
My dog has nails that, and you can hear them click 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 as they run across the tile.
Yes.
click, 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 click.
It's like my dog does not speak; she clicks. It's like you can tell if she's excited, not because she barks, but
Because you hear click, 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 click.
yep. You want to go outside?
My keyboard does that, by the way.
All right, I lost the thread. Where were we?
I don't know. Oh, master, big teacher.
Yeah. My mom, she was a blade singer. She went traveling, trying to find some extra knowledge. That was
So
That
is
was a long
that
time
like Is that like a bard?
No, it's more of like, what do you know about the weave?
About who?
The weave.
Isn't that what people make clothing out of? By weaving?
Yes and no. So, like, the weave is the fabric of the universe magically. And then, you know, what blade singers do is that we learn how the weave interacts and penetrates and wraps around everything. And that's how we cast our magics. It's like, as
My magic comes from inside or from my blade.
so you do know the weave.
I know I can do things.
Yeah, and you may not understand it like I had to through study.
I
You
know
may
all
just-
three of you spoke Elvish. Jesus.
Yeah, Click and Lou and Meepo are all just watching.
Yeah,
Marlock
'cause-
is also
'cause-
tuning in, and so is Taman.
Because I I could do a lot of things when I was young, and I just was able to do them.
Yeah, it's like that's how it is for some of the people in my village too. But like by understanding, like what they have us do is they have us meditate in a hot spring, and we'll stay there for days until we understand the flow of energy through the weave.
Did you just
And,
say
like-
that they stuck you in a hot tub and made you think?
No, I was sitting on a mossy rock.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the weave is amazing once you can actually like see it. It's like you guys down here have a whole different way of understanding things, which is why, occasionally people from my village will come down here for, years at a time just to learn and bring that knowledge back.
Yeah, I don't use my sword much for like stabbing people.
Me too. Me too. It's honestly more of my connection to the weave. Like you see him draw it for just like a half of an inch, and so like he casts light on his finger, and then he closes it, and the light goes away.
That's weird.
I pray to my God for my magic.
Okay, yeah, exactly. It's like you don't. It's like your God is like Finian can talk to you all about gods. It's like your God is the one who's using the weave for you. So it's all the same. It's just different viewpoints, and that's why I had to come down here. That's why my mom came down here so many decades ago.
Interesting. Sorry, you're making me think, and I don't remember.
Yeah, she doesn't like to think.
No, I don't. Apparently, I'm too drunk. I guess.
This is whiskey.
Who has whiskey? Oh, you have whiskey. I specifically chose not to drink tonight, and I am
Not
struck.
regretting it.
I'm not drinking because it's a Thursday on a weeknight, but yeah, you do you.
I mean, I was just gonna have. I bought those alcoholic seltzers.
I mean, and this is just one, and it's practically half water before I put the ice in it.
Yeah. I gotta go dig through my notes, Logan. Hold on, I don't remember. And I lost my character like write up. So if I come up with a name and if anybody calls me out on it, I doubt you will, because I doubt you all remember.
But yeah, it was nice to meet y'all. I have to go back to my to my brothers. He gives finger quotes.
Ah,
It's like
always
we
call
call
my compatriots.
no, we call ourselves the glorious bastards because like none of us know at least one of our parents.
Oh, don't know one
Yeah,
of your parents?
no, I know my mom, and like Finian was raised as an orphan, but you know that you never let that hear that
I don't
he
really
would
know my
never let
mom.
that slip. Oh, that's too bad. But it's like your dad. That's good.
Yep, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, Marlock. Yeah, don't ask him about his family. He'll
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't know
pause.
about it.
It's a no go. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause and look at my group. I'm like, I've never asked you guys about your parents. Time to open up, guys.
Click goes, well, my mother was a fighter. My dad was a priest. We lived in the plane of air, and they loved me very much.
I'm glad.
I'd like to get back to them.
You guys have met my dad.
Oh yeah, your dad's great. He makes good soup.
He does make good soup. Aha! I found his name.
Meepo just silently enjoying his drink while you all converse in a foreign language.
Oh no, I've gone back to.
Yeah, this last part's been in common. It's like where
Oh.
Kachi said, "I never asked you about your parents."
Oh, I thought we were still in
No,
Elvish.
I should definitely specify that in the future. Meepo, what about your parents?
Meepo does not have parents.
Oh, didn't
Parents
you,
are not a thing.
didn't you mention before you're all raised collectively?
He was hatched
Meepo was
under
hatched
a
in the
rock.
hatchery.
Now that is interesting, says Finian. It's like that's kind of how it was in the orphanage for me. It's like we had the mother superior, but we were all one big family. It's like, and now my family's just gotten bigger. And he slaps the half orc on the back, and the half orc just like,
Ian, what about your parents? Not Ian. Levi, how about
I was tempted to make us another enemy, but
Well,
Meepo's very tempted.
well, I only know about my mom,
Okay.
but she always said that there was a ball of light that came down, and all of a sudden a guy walked out of the woods, and they fell in love and had me, and then one day he just evaporated.
Just like a weird Zeus thing.
That's very romantic.
And then I grew up, and just it was I was different, and I could never just certain things, like my skin's a little different to where dirt just doesn't stick to it.
Well,
Most people at least have the courtesy to say their dad walked out to go to the bar, never came back.
we actually have a
No.
lot in common, Levi, because my mom left. And I mean, dirt sticks to me, but I was always a little bit different with my ears, and people always made fun of me for it.
No, Meepo. She said she saw him evaporate.
Like water?
Adorable that she would spare your feelings.
You don't even have like parental relations. I don't think you should be like.
I don't need them. The whole clan is my family.
Right, so
You're-
how do you understand this whole walking out concept thing?
You think we can't have people walk out?
I wonder if Click, were you hatched from an egg too?
Yes.
So we got two people that were hatched from eggs.
We're gonna have to harass Lou about his parents later.
My dad's actually getting kind of old. I'm really worried about him.
I think he's mentioned that before too.
Now Lou wasn't hatched from an egg, I don't think.
No, it was not.
Do you have siblings?
I think so. It's like this is as the DM not remembering the character's backstory.
That's fair. Meepo, this question's not for you. The rest of you have siblings?
I do not.
I don't think.
I
Quick
I
does?
I don't remember. He hasn't mentioned it to me.
Cool.
But my dad evaporated when I was probably 2 or 3, and it was only me.
I don't have any siblings. It's just my dad and me.
Bjorn says like, it's like gives you a tap on the back. It's like same, just me and mom.
Thanks, Beer. We're gonna be buddies now.
Yeah.
Except we will totally kick your butts in the tavern brawl.
No, we kick your butts.
Bring it.
Would you like to wager on a little on that?
No.
I would, says Finian.
Is wagering allowed, first of all?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'll go check. And he runs off.
Quick, let's go up to the rooms.
Can we bet against ourselves?
We can bet against ourselves.
I don't think that would work.
I mean, yeah. Can we bet on whoever we're competing with in a round? Can we go the Babe Ruth route?
Finian comes running back. He's a bit sweaty and out of breath. It looks like he's like, oh, they said no betting for the competitors.
Oh,
Oh well,
Maybe.
that'll let us live in the moment. I did say
anyone want to place a bet for me? What, you're holding your dog?
because she's right here, so I wanted to give context to the reason why I said hi, Dixie.
Wow,
God.
dog.
I hold my cats a lot.
Marlock says, it's getting late. We should sleep. Finian looks a bit, it's like, oh, but there's still so much time before the sun sets. It's like, surely, it's like, and Marlock and Thrug, it's like, almost unanimous was like, no, we should go sleep. It takes some convincing. Bjorn is the last to leave. He's just excited to fully talk with somebody in Elvish. What? Yeah, we'll hope to see you in the tournament tomorrow. It's nice talking to you, and good luck. And they all walk off. So what do you guys want to do now? Are you want to stay at the bar a bit longer, or would you like to go see somebody?
People ask Katia to pass him another drink.
No, we gotta fight tomorrow. Come on, let's go to bed.
Does it that ever stop Meepo?
I stand up and I start walking away from the bar.
If Meepo does not dismount, he is carried away from the bar.
Meepo grabs a beer out of the hand of someone randomly while they're walking by.
Don't do this. There's a cat. And now he's
There's a
coming.
cat.
All right, Meepo, if you're going to do this, I need a sleight of hand check.
$30.
Yeah, you spot the drunkest person there who is not paying close attention to their drink, and as Catchy just walks by, you lean down and swoop.
See, Meeple can drink anyway.
Yeah.
Get drink on his own.
Okay, so you guys enter the Thunderlock Tavern proper. It's just as you recognize it. On the upper level, there are a whole wall of portraits depicting people that have passed through the qualifier, with larger paintings over the mantelpiece of the past winners. There's the 6 previous years with a clear space set aside for the 7th. You recognize in the qualifier paintings all of the various people that you were talking to, as well as some ones that you don't recognize. But the one that gets you the most, there's a very recognizable halfling with silver hair, a tiefling with curled horns, a buzz-cutted drow half-elf, as well as like a red-headed teenager, and a little curly-haired elf.
Oh, crap.
You walk right on past those.
But like, wouldn't we recognize that?
Yeah, you recognize those people as the bodies you saw hanging, except for one. That curly-haired elf is missing from the hanging.
Nobody else is going to make a note of that.
Lou says, "Huh? I guess they were participants."
I guess so. Cooper! Sorry. I don't know if you guys could hear him.
I asked Katya which one does she think is the shapeshifter is going to try and stab us tonight.
Well, if any of them, it's the one that we didn't see hanging on the wall.
What one wasn't on the wall?
Didn't you recognize those people in that painting?
She points to the painting with all the people. You would remember the hanging corpses at the slave encampment.
It's our last party.
Well, I don't know. Doesn't look quite the same. Of course, then again, I wonder how long they've been hanging there before we
days.
saw them.
A few days.
I don't know. It could be. Maybe it is.
With my luck, it's going to be Bjorn who's going to try and kill us. All right.
So,
Who do you think he's going to try and stab this time?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Not Click?
If anybody that gets stabbed, it's almost always Meepo.
That's true.
No.
All of
Meeple's
our
already
odds
had
are
it.
good.
Meeple and Lou have already had their turn.
but you guys are having this conversation as you head down the stairs to the lower level. You can still see all the paintings because the upper level was built as almost like a ring kind of balcony. As you get down to the lower level, there are tons of people in here. You recognize a few of the people that were tending to Titus. It appears that they have not gone to actual bed, but are just hanging around in the common area. You see a sign over one of the doors. It has the same symbol that was on Humara's plate. It's a symbol of what almost looks like a castle piece. Standing beside the door is Humara, talking to a few people since you guys said you wanted to go to bed. They said, go right to that door and say that you would like to enter with to Humara, and then she'll let you in.
We do that.
Okay. She gives a obvious sneer when she looks at Meepo.
Yeah, that's fair.
How rude.
You deserve it.
Don't make me
Ma-
throw more things.
If you throw anything, throw it at me.
Throw it at you.
Magic, mischief, and mayhem. You are on the third door on the left.
Thank you.
Please do not leave your room. Any amenities will be brought to you by the servants. Thank you. She opens up a door, and you thought you knew the structure of the Thunderlock Tavern, and this room is way longer than you would have initially guessed. It is a long hallway, wide enough for you all to walk across, two breaths abroad. And as she closes the door behind you, there's like a clunk and a echo as through a giant empty house. You get a better look around you. You're in a very elegant foyer. There are tables, well, there's some what looks like some freshly picked flowers, as well as some pamphlets on the mentioned table. A floating blue spectral woman comes forth. She is wearing a very modest scullery maid uniform. This is like, hello, magic, mischief, and mayhem.
Are you gonna stab us?
I am incapable of doing harm. I
That's
am
cool.
here to guide you to your room.
Okay.
Please
Follow
don't.
me.
Keep an eye out, guys. I think they're gonna stab us.
She turns around. Her feet are not touching the floor. It's almost like she's pivoting on a lazy Susan. And then she floats down the hallway, her feet just inches above the ground. It's like,
That's cool.
your room is this one, as she leads you in front of an ordinary door. She opens it up, and inside there are 6 bunk beds as well as dressers. Forgive the modest accommodations. We are housing quite many people.
Totally fair.
Is there anything that I can bring you from the kitchens?
A steak knife.
A salad?
A salad, a steak knife.
No
Yeah,
meat.
because somebody needs to stab Meepo tonight.
Ignore that.
Let's not.
I have
You've
been
been
told,
stabbed. It's now your turn.
I am required to tell you by the headmistress that there is no violence or confrontation allowed inside these halls.
Okay.
Not by our choice.
Thank you.
If that will be all, I will get your salad.
I appreciate it.
And she bows deeply and then floats off. You guys go into the room. There's 6 comfortable bunk beds. It is a little tight in here. It's about the size of a regular inn room, but there's a very efficient use of space. Beneath the lower bunk beds, there are drawers where guys can put your stuff. But it seems like what was more in mind was accommodating a large number of people, versus a high amount of quality. The
That's
blue
fair.
woman quickly comes back with the salad and a steak knife.
Well,
Here you go. If you need anything else, just please knock, and I or one of the other servants will be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And she floats off.
tell Katia that's probably poisoned.
I take a bite of it.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
Yes, it is a spring mix salad with tomatoes and a bit of turnip and red onion. I don't know. Quite delicious salads.
I had a very good salad tonight.
Yeah. I had a burger. But unless you guys want to do something, you guys will long rest until the morning.
That sounds good.
Okay. You guys, long rest. Nothing happens in the night. When you wake up, the blue servant woman, she's like, "Hello. The tournament begins today, and I've been instructed to tell you to meet in front of the first building at approximately 9 o'clock a.m. Thank you." Was there anything else that you would be needing? Perhaps breakfast?
Yes, please.
What
Waffles.
would you like? Waffles. Very well. And for you two, sirs, Lou requests a bloody steak.
Fair.
Cooked meat.
Uncooked meat.
Very well. And for you, Click requests seeds and berries. She floats off. She brings back everything precisely to order.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you. And again, please be at the tournament ground by 9 o'clock.
What time is it now?
It is approximately 7:45.
All right. Eat, dress, and go. Thank you.
Thank you. Just realizing how much I can actually like bow without like bending my knees.
Hear that, guys? Eat, dress, and go.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to do something specific, you eat, dress, and go. So all of the teams have been gathered in front of the first structure. It looks like there are still people walking around, but nowhere near as many as you saw yesterday. You hear a low rumbling coming from inside the first stone structure that you saw Umara creating with her magic. It's like there's the dwarf is like he holds his hand to his throat. The symbol that is on his hand appears to be a anvil that is on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, he speaks to the crowd. All right, everyone. I'm going to lead you inside to the holding area. I will announce your names, and then you will proceed through the time to trial, one group at a time. The top 8 individuals will get to move on to the next round and into the next buildings.
It's gonna be really funny if we flunk this guy.
I'm planning on it.
All right, follow me. He leads you through a regular stone door, but whereas it looks like you hear the talking of crowds coming from the stairwell that leads up, he leads you to a stairwell that leads down and into this large area. It's lit with torches, with air holes, so that way it's comfortable. He's just like, "Thank you very much. I'm going to head upstairs now. I will begin to call you shortly." There's some nervous murmuring from amongst the crowds. Another group that you recognize. This was from a few weeks ago, so I don't. A few weeks ago, game time. A few months ago, player time. So there's a burly dwarf, a woman, appears to be elven, wearing purple. She's wearing plated armor with like purple displays. Another elf, he is also wearing a purple robes, as well as a frail old man bent over in his height, and then finally there's a tall, dark figure who has not seemingly moved or said a word since you guys walked in.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
just, yeah. So, slowly, the as he continues to call people out, you see people leaving through a stairwell on the opposite end. It's like you hear names like the Mad Dogs, the Old Guard, Shadow Knights, the Defenders, the Heroes League.
What's our name?
Magic, Mischief, and Mayhem.
That's why they call us that.
'Cause
Sorry.
it's our name.
You didn't realize that?
I forgot.
No, you're good. And finally, you do hear after the Ghosty Goos, the Planar Champions, the Tolkiens, the Briggs Boys, Magic, Mischief, and Mayhem. You are called up.
All right.
It's very similar to what you experienced the first time you were in Thunderlock Tavern. There's an arched doorway in front of you with two dwarves holding dwarven statues holding torches alight. The door winches up and you see a room in front of you. Oh, sorry. One thing I want to mention before this is my bad as a DM. The rules: don't break anything. Don't fly over anything. You must complete every challenge.
Okay.
Don't fly. This is discriminatory.
Don't break anything.
But one of our party members flies.
Don't fly over
Don't fly over the obstacles.
anything.
As in,
like a gate
Yeah.
or something. And
When-
complete all the tasks.
yeah. Like when someone complains about the flying thing, he says, like, you can fly within the structure, but do not fly to skip challenges.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was my bad as a DM. I should have done that more organically.
That's okay.
So the gate, the solid rock gate, opens up. Sunlight is streaming in as your eyes blink to adjust. In front of you is a fairly large room, about 25 by 25 feet. Looking up above the tall walls that look like stadium seating, you can see all the various spectators that are looking down, so they can see you. In the middle of this room, there is a table with what looks to be a large goblet and a heavy cauldron filled with some kind of liquid. You're not sure what it is. On the opposite side of the table, there is another gate with a pedestal right next to it. All right. As you all walk on through the door, the gate closes and the time trial begins.
So we go.
And
Are we
All right, so-
actually all doing it?
Yes.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not want to?
No, I was just preparing myself to know.
We'll get started. We're not gonna finish it tonight, but
Well,
might.
you may.
really,
The time
It's like-
trial we might.
If yes, the time trial you might. So, like I said, in this room, the key points are the gate that closed behind you. In front of you, there's a table with a large goblet, a cauldron filled with some unknown liquid. You'd have to get closer to it. There seems to be some kind of intricate design on the bottom of the cauldron, and across from the other side of the table, there is a pedestal right next to a closed gate.
And design. And then pedestal by closed gate.
Right.
What's on the pedestal?
You look at the pedestal. It seems like there's some kind of design, as in a basin.
Okay.
A quick look. It looks like the cauldron's bottom matches the bottom of the basin.
Okay. And there's been no other instruction.
Looking around, you see written on the gate itself. Now that that you move closer, it says a test of strength and body.
Interesting.
a test of strength and body.
Hey, Meepo, go lift it up.
Does Meepo look strong to you?
Well, I'm definitely not strong.
I'm gonna walk over to the goblet.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
It
anything
is
in it?
a plain. There's a plain silver goblet. It is empty. Empty.
Do we have to get things right on the first try?
That hasn't been explained to you.
All right.
Okay, we investigate the liquid.
Yeah.
Looking inside the cauldron, it smells like beer.
Smells like beer.
Interesting.
Can we see all the way through it?
Yep, you can see to the bottom.
Anything else in there?
Nope.
In other words, it's not very good beer.
Okay.
Um,
So we have a pedestal, with goblet and beer. What else do we have around us, guys?
the gate.
A gate.
Yeah.
Here,
Uh,
let me.
And a table that's on the top. The goblet's on a table.
Goblet is on a table. Trying to think.
What if we
Well, I
try?
guess we're supposed to drink it.
What if we try filling the goblet and then putting the goblet on the pedestal? Because
You can try that.
The
Go ahead.
pedestal's right next to the gate. Yeah, I want to do that.
So Katya takes the goblet. Is it empty?
You said that it was empty.
No. I mean, are you gonna put the beer in it?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You fill it with beer. The cauldron goes down by a little bit. You walk over to the pedestal. The goblet is too small to fill the pedestal.
Oh. So I can't just put the goblet on the pedestal?
No, if you put the goblet on the pedestal, the indention that looks like it fits the cauldron.
Oh, so it's like a bird bath?
Yes, it's like a bird bath, but
Oh,
it's got lines in it,
okay.
so that way it looks
okay.
like the bottom of the cauldron would fit right in the pedestal.
Oh. Oh.
So we just need to lift up the cauldron and put it in the pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I dump it back in the cauldron.
All of us will do so.
Okay. All right. You put it back in the cauldron.
Uh-huh.
Then what? Make a strength check.
We're all doing it. Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm not.
Guidance.
You're not gonna help us?
Sorry. Natural 20.
What is that total?
So with that's a +7, and you gave me guidance, which is a D4.
Which do you want me to roll for you or not? Because
We
it
are helping.
might be
who's
good, it might be
supposed-
bad.
Who's supposed to roll that?
As click, I said guidance, so I went ahead and rolled.
Oh, just tell me.
I rolled a 4.
Then that's a 31.
So wait, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you have a +7 strength check?
Crap. I rolled a strength save. So let me fix that, because I still rolled the 20, and I just adjust for the 7.
Right.
So that's a 3. So that's a 23 +4, so it's a 27.
What does helping us helping?
Katya, she would get advantage.
I don't need it.
Well, Katya,
Yes.
you feel really good. You're confident. You slept well. You're
Yeah.
doing great.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm just gonna lay there for a hot second and say I am highly disappointed. Okay, that was the most amazing moment of my life, and it was horrible.
No, you lifted it a few
Oh.
inches off the pedestal.
Okay,
Like you were gonna have to carry it across the room to the other one,
yeah,
but your feet started to slip.
okay.
You think that it's just a bit too heavy.
Well, Anybody want a drink?
27, Jesus Christ. Sure.
Meepo, now is the time I will allow you to have some alcohol. I hand you the goblet.
Well, now we're allowed to drink.
Okay, so I got a question.
I don't
Yes.
need it. I don't need a thing. I just climb in and start drinking.
Meepo, when you try to climb in and start drinking, it's almost like your hand can't penetrate the top.
Oh, interesting.
What?
I can't do the goblet.
Okay, does the goblet penetrate?
The goblet passes through.
What?
Yeah.
This is
Feels like
crazy.
Harry Potter.
This is crazy.
Is this Harry Potter?
It may have been inspired.
So, wait, so what happens if I try to stand on top of the goblet?
On the
On top of
goblet,
the, on top of the
Cauldron?
cauldron?
you don't sink into it.
That's really cool.
Trippy.
Drink.
Okay,
Harry
I try to reach in with my hand with the goblet and scoop some.
You scoop out some alcohol.
Okay, while my hand's in there, I try to go and push the rest of my body in along with my hand.
Don't try to metagame this like you always do.
Metagame. What? I'm trying to get in the
He just wants to put his mouth in the alcohol to drink it.
chug.
Fine.
So
People
Alright.
start just downing the liquid.
All right, make a con save.
This could never go poorly.
If you're by me, you get a +4.
Yeah. Con save, you said?
Yep.
This will not go well, but I'll take it. Total of 17.
Did you add my
Alright.
+4?
I did.
Okay.
All right, Meepo, you get what you feel like is two. What would be the equivalent of 2 goblets worth of down your throat before you have to stop?
All right, my turn.
I lift the goblet in the air. Next person.
I'll start choking, but I'm not going to shove my face in there. I'm going to fill it goblet by goblet.
All right, how many goblets do you take?
I'm going to start with 4.
All right, make another con save.
$20, not natural.
Yeah, you're able to down those 4 goblets. It looks like between you and Meepo that the cauldron is about half full now, or half empty since you started it full.
Okay.
Next.
Lou says, "I don't drink."
He doesn't.
Lou needs to start to learn how.
No, leave him be. Click, do you mind?
So I have a question for
Yes.
people.
Yep.
Yes.
If I'm holding or touching something and I misty step, will that teleport with me?
Oh, that's an interesting. Hold on. I have Misty Step.
So we've done it to where like ropes do not go with you. So
I think Dimension Door would work.
Dimension Door I'd allow, but Misty Step is
Like,
I like
your
the creative
weapon
thinking though.
on your body.
Yeah, if it was like your cauldron that you were wearing as a helmet, sure.
Well, too bad you didn't pick it up and then misty stepped it.
I didn't think about that.
It's
Yeah,
quite a
because-
bit lighter now.
It is
can
quite
try.
a bit lighter. 2
It's quite a
goblets
bit lighter.
worth?
6.
Oh,
Six.
6. Well, then I guess I'll take some of it too. Then
All
How
right.
many?
How many goblets are you drinking?
let me check my Constitution modifier.
As much as you can.
I'll just start with 2. Everybody else took 2, right?
I took 4.
I can keep up with that. I'll take 4.
I took 2.
How many
Well,
are you
you're
taking?
little. I'll take 4.
All right. Roll a con save for me.
Do I get advantage? Because
You get
you
a
get-
+4.
Yep, a +4.
a +4 on top of what my con
Yeah,
save is?
because you're standing by me.
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be 19.
All right, Levi. This stuff is practically water. You down it without a problem. Ow.
I would like to now try picking the cauldron up.
All right, make another strength check. Click says guidance. You do get advantage if people help you before you tell me.
Low again. This is one of the best days of my life.
Okay.
It's another nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
So first people say, it's like, here, let me help you. You're like, no, I just proved myself.
I'm redeeming myself.
No.
With 2 fingers, you lift the cauldron effortlessly and proudly walk it over to the basin. You slide it right into the grooves of the hole. The basin depresses ever so slightly as the gate opens up.
Yes. We walk through.
Okay. You go on to the next room. All right. Another room very similar to the last one. Except on this table, there are, except in this room, there's only the table in the center with the gate along the other side. You don't see any. On the table, there are 6 plants. There's a red berried plant, a orange berried plant, a yellow berried plant, a green berried plant, a purple berried plant, and what's another color?
Blue.
A blueberry plant. I skipped that one.
It's a gay
There's
plant.
6. Yeah, there's 6 plants.
Gay too.
6 plants. All
Yes.
different colors.
All different colored berries.
Uh-huh.
Written on the gate is a test of wisdom, and there are no other descriptions.
So we got a bunch of berries.
And they're gay.
Yes, pride berries.
Pride berries. I've been wearing my rainbows.
Glad the Marlock is the Thunderlock bar is in the mood. It has spirit.
So there's just 5 berries,
6.
6 berries,
6 berries.
and they're
Any of them look any familiar to anyone?
Make a survival check. Also, a medicine check is applicable.
The party.
Oh,
dirty 20 for me.
that same for me actually with survival.
Okay, so you know,
A 3.
Meepo, these are all just plants. You never eat plants. Why do you care about plants?
True. True.
So, for a survival check, you guys have gone through rigorous study on what you guys can eat in the field.
Right.
You know that some plants are, benign. Some plants are poisonous. Some plants are beneficial, like herbal remedies. Some plants can produce weird effects on your body, like cause you to see things that aren't necessarily there.
Yeah.
You know with a dirty 20 that the red and orange plants are not good, as well as the last plant in the row. I'm just going to go ahead and mark these.
Where are we looking?
Okay. You know that the red and orange plant
We're not supposed to be seeing
are
anything right now,
toxic
are we?
for you.
Because we just see the map.
And no,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah. There's nothing for you to see. I'm just marking them for my own thing.
Gotcha.
This is all in your own mind.
Okay.
Anyway,
My last?
the red plant, the orange plant, you know that's bad. The violet plant also doesn't do anything. The green, blue, and indigo plants, those you're not quite sure what they do. They're all fairly close from what you remember.
How many plants are there?
6.
There are 6 total.
Okay, you said the purple plant does nothing, but the green, blue, and indigo. Do you mean yellow?
The violet plant.
So,
Oh, did I forget yellow? I
yeah,
forgot yellow.
They said
Hold
red
on.
and yellow weren't
Sorry.
good.
you did purple twice.
Sorry. Roy G. Biv. Okay.
I
Sorry.
thought you said
This is
there
my
were
bad.
6.
There are 6 plants. There's
Well,
a
Roy
red,
G.
an
Biv is
orange.
7.
Indigo and violet
Right.
they group together.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Purple. Right
Red,
to-
orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. So
Okay.
red and orange and purple are bad. You think that the yellow, green, and blue, they could be any one of 3 plants. They could be the ones that put you to sleep, the ones that help you see things that aren't necessarily there, or they could give you bad rashes.
Neepo suggests crushing them all together and snorting them.
Not the red, orange, or purple Meepo. Also, why snort?
I don't know. Get in there quicker.
Does Meepo do it?
Meepo suggested it. Meepo didn't do it.
I do think potentially a hallucinogenic might help us. There's nothing else in this room.
There's nothing else in this room.
Hallucinogenic might help us.
Yeah.
I
It
send
might have
I send a message to Lou that says, "Hold Meepo down. We're gonna feed him one of these berries
No,
Why?
that's
Alright.
just
because he won't take it. He
Why
won't take
can't one
it
of us?
without a fight."
that's just cruel.
But why can't one of us just do it?
You literally just could have asked. Like shit.
But Lou says, "Look, I don't want to force that onto him. I'll just take it. Which one?"
I think blue.
Which what?
Lou?
Yeah.
All right.
I have nothing but guesswork on this.
Lou walks forward, grabs a clump of blueberries, and just tosses them in his mouth. Oh shit!
Did it work?
Nat 1.
Oh crap.
Almost immediately, you see red splotches break out over Lou's skin as he's like,
I'm so sorry.
Doesn't he have
Ow.
fur?
Get it under his feathers.
It's Lou, not
Lou.
Click.
Oh,
He's got fur.
Oh god!
I'm so sorry.
Wow. Y'all are awful people.
Did you add a +4 to a save?
It was a Nat 1.
Yeah, that's fair.
Motherfucker!
Y'all are awful people.
I'm sorry.
You see mothers in their crowd like start to clamp over the children's ears.
Why did they bring their children here?
Kind of a weird thing to do, but okay.
I'll try a cure wound that's at 2nd level to see if that'll help him.
Okay. Yes. If you're able to convince him to stop scratching long enough for him to heal, and like the splotches fade away after that.
I'm so sorry.
I would have also taken a lesser restoration.
Yeah. Well, since I recommended that color, I will try a green one.
Make a con save for me.
Crap.
If you
19.
Guidance. Oh, never mind. You don't really need it then.
Katya, you don't go as foolhardy as Lou does, and you only take 1 berry. You bite it, and you're waiting for a minute to hope you see something, but you just get kind of tired.
Oh. I kind of worked myself out last time. Well, somebody can try the yellow one then.
I'll take the yellow one then.
All right, Levi, you take that yellow berry.
Said, I guess it's my turn.
You hold. There's no con save because when you open your eyes, you see written in scrawl on the walls, push this brick.
Without saying anything, I'll just walk over and push it.
The gate opens.
We go through. Why was it the last color we chose?
It would always be the last color you choose
I know.
because you wouldn't choose another color.
I mean, you could have done a little more investigating. Maybe you could have gotten another roll, but
Meepo picks some more of the random rash breaking out berries and puts them in his pocket.
okay.
It wasn't against the rules.
Yeah, it wasn't against the rules. It's like as long as you just leave enough berries that they won't care.
Wait, what if we took all the berries?
We'd get in trouble.
Yes, you would get in trouble.
Fair enough.
Okay, next room. So this one, I've got a little tool here just to help illustrate this because I figured that it would be hard to put into words.
Oh,
So-
the baby.
So, you guys walk into the third room. In the third room, you see another table. On this table, there are a bunch of tiles.
We look at the left one or the right one?
You're looking at this one. Here, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, the right one. Yeah. It's the freaking sun.
Yep. Looking at this one, you see a bunch of tiles laid out at the bottom of this table. At the top of the table, there appear to be 3 slots. Like you would have to slide a panel forward, and then when you slide the panel forward, it exposes a place that obviously the tile can fit in. Sorry. Freaking moth somehow got in here. Looking at the tiles, you see a depiction of a baby, of a little chick, some seeds, an egg, a religious symbol that you recognize as the tavern keepers, and the sun.
The literal sun.
Okay.
Okay, bunch of symbols.
Yeah.
Is there any guidance?
Looking around, a test of mind.
Okay, a test of mind. What do we do with these tiles?
So we slide the tiles, and then we can put. They come to a slot where we can put one of the items in there.
We got to
So-
group them.
Yeah, there's grouping. There's 3. There are 3 boards that you slide up onto the table. In fact, you can slide it just so that way it overhangs the table a little bit, and then that exposes a hole that it looks like the 2 tiles can fit into. So, like, just to describe it like this, Like-
Okay.
like group it like that.
Gotcha.
Here, let me
Nothing
go
else.
ahead.
Interesting.
There's nothing else.
Egg, chicken, seed. No, baby. Well, what did you name? What did you call each of these tiles again, Logan?
There's a baby, a chick, some seeds, an egg, a religious symbol, and the sun.
Okay. Okay. So the baby and the chick are all baby animals.
Uh-huh.
The
Okay.
seeds and the eggs are something that you eat.
Uh-huh.
And the religious symbol and the sun are things that people worship.
You have taken a much different approach to this than I have, but I dig it. I dig it.
Go for it. Okay. I guess you try to move those onto the table.
All right. Now, where does the baby go?
With the 1, 2, 3, is there anything to dictate which
Order?
slots we should be putting them in?
Investigation check.
Oh, I am the wrong person to be doing this. 5.
You don't find anything to indicate that.
Okay.
Does anyone want to help her?
I'll take a look.
Please just roll your own. I have a -2 on investigation.
That's impressive.
All right.
I'm not smart.
Well, while Meepo's looking, I'm looking as well. Except I was a 15.
Guidance.
I was a 10.
So with Levi's 15 and Meepo's 11, Levi, you notice that on the panels that you slide up and over the tables a little bit, there's also images on them. There's an image of a flower, of a bird, and of a man.
Flower, bird, man.
So,
So
flower
1, 2,
would be
3. Okay.
A flower, a bird, and a man.
flower. Okay. The flower one would get the seed in the sun. The bird would get the chick and the egg. The man would get the baby and the religious statue.
I dig it.
You slide all those into place, you hear a click, click, and the gate begins to open.
Aha!
Meepo, you are really smart.
See, Meepo knows what he's doing.
Apparently. We go through the gate.
All right. So, this room.
Yeah.
There is no table. There appears to be no furniture, except right beside the gate you just walked in. There's a table with a book. On the opposite side of the room, across a seemingly open area, there's another gate.
What does the gate say?
The gate says, "A test of charm."
Test of charm. Meepo tries to open the book.
You open the book. It appears that there is an advanced dance routine.
There's a what?
Advanced dance routine.
It looks like a bit of ballroom dancing that requires a partner.
Oh, shit. Huh.
Do I recognize this dance?
History check.
That's a 1, not natural.
Now, you were a country bumpkin. You would have never done any ballroom dancing.
That's fair.
Meepo attempts to study the book intently.
Who are you dancing with?
I don't know. Who wants to dance?
Right.
You got good charisma?
Unfortunately, metagaming wise, performance is literally the one thing I didn't put. Yet the one charisma skill I don't have.
I think Levi and I would have the best.
Yeah, probably. Plus, we're about the same height.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can dance. Everyone can dance.
Yeah, actually,
we can dance
that's
if
the
you
point.
want to. We can leave no friends behind.
Sure, 4 of us can dance. Why not?
I don't know if Click could dance very well.
That's a good
We
point.
can all try.
Yeah, let's study it and try dancing, I guess.
All right. It looks like the dance depicts one pair of partners.
Well, then I guess it's Levi and Kat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope this goes well.
Okay,
I
so
just tell Meepo and Lou, okay, step back, because here goes nothing.
all right, I'm going to need you guys to make a performance check at advantage.
Both of us?
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. Make a single performance roll, each of you.
Okay.
16.
Guidance.
Take this. I rolled a nat 1.
Katia, you are so used to wearing armor and moving a certain way that simply put, you are not.
I'm
It's
not
like there's a
messing.
question. You're not.
I'm stepping all
It's
over
hard
your
for you.
toes.
Yeah, you're stepping on his toes.
Ow!
I'm
Ow!
sorry. I'm
What?
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
like you're tripping over your feet. You fall down. There's a big clunk, clash sound that it's like as your armor hits the pavement. There's a clunk sound. It's like you clearly did not do the right dance.
Somebody else dance with him.
There's a mixture of laughter and awe.
Click and I will attempt to dance.
Meepo's your partner now.
What is Meepo? What is Click's score?
I don't know.
It's like people can try multiple times. It's just
Just
I don't
keep
have
dancing.
clicks.
Hold on, let me go find clicks. I know he sent it to us.
I guess I gotta do a performance.
Yes, performance.
15.
That's good. Click's gonna guide himself.
That's a thing.
Yeah, you can guide yourself before you do it.
He's got a +2 to performance.
Oh, he nat 20'd.
Hot
So-
man.
So Meepo, it's
I guess
more
birds
so
can
that
dance.
yep.
Was this like
So-
a ballroom dance thing?
You recall Click doing his dance for the halflings ever
Oh,
so
that's
long ago in
right.
Barnest. He
Who's
is
the
an
lead in the
experienced dancer. Click is clearly leading.
Oh. How romantic.
And in fact, even after the last step gets stacked by Click, he continues to dance with you, Meepo, a little bit around the room. He's like he's just getting lost in the music. He loves it. And
Nice.
go on to the
Lots
next.
of dips and twirls and
Oh yeah,
lifts, I assume. The lifts. I've lifted over
literal
his head.
lifts as he's floating you across.
Like, where it's like the movie Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
I had
And he lifts you up?
Yes, the overhead. Never felt this way before.
Okay, you move on.
And then we
to the-
dance out through the gate. Yes,
Yes, you
we
dance out
dance
to the
through the gate.
There's
Hey, Paula.
there's clapping. All right, you enter the fifth room. In this room, it's just a long, narrow hallway. You hear a shushink, shushink, shushink,
That's not good.
shushink, shushink, as it gets louder and moves faster. You see spinning blades come out from the wall. Every moment or so, it goes shushink, shushink,
So,
shushink.
like size things.
Yes, like
In
size.
Ben's
things.
Fortress.
Yes.
Cool. How many of these are there?
There appears to be 3.
3 of them.
Yeah, and like all the other rooms, this one there is a gate, and this one says a test of quickness.
So I'm gonna test something real quick. When one of them goes by, I'm gonna put my immovable rod up in front of where it swings and freeze it in place.
Now you do remember the rule: don't break anything.
It would break itself technically.
Do you move?
Wouldn't it?
No, that would be you breaking it.
Would it break it?
It might.
You think that it might?
How much
Uh,
space is between each blade?
It looks like a person can leap across the gap and then stand there, but they're gonna have to. Especially Katya in her big armor and Lou, just because his size, would have to suck it in.
Okay.
It looks like Meepo would have an easy time.
Okay, is this time for me to Misty Step?
so, Logan,
maybe.
can I look up at the ceiling where the joint is where it's swinging? Is it like a motorized thing, or is it just like a gravity swing?
The point of propulsion you cannot determine. It seems quite narrow. All you can see is the blades.
But can I like look up towards the ceiling where it's connected at the ceiling?
Uh huh.
Just is it like a pendulum thing? I guess.
Sure.
Hmm.
Don't break it.
So like, is this something I could Misty step past?
You could try that.
He couldn't.
That's what I'll try then.
What if I was on his back when he tried to Misty Step?
Then you would fall down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't Misty Step with other people. You can Dimension Door with other people. So, Levi, you gonna cast Misty Step to the other side of the
I
room?
will Misty
Nick,
step
nobody
to the other
teleported?
side of the room.
All right. As you Misty Step to the other side of the room, you step on the final panel. You hear a clunk. The gate does not open.
Well,
Okay.
somebody's gonna have to dodge the blades. Who's got the highest dex?
Probably me.
You got this.
Come on, Meepo, get over here.
I guess I'll try to cross Logan.
All right. Make a dex
Guidance.
save. Yes, guidance.
Dex save. I think I have something for dex saves, don't I?
If you would get hurt during a dex save, you can, and if you would
Reaction.
the half damage thing. If you would normally take half damage from a successful dex save, you actually take no damage.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll make a dex save. $16.
Meepo, it's
That doesn't include guidance, though, does it?
No. What does guidance have?
a d4.
18.
So, Meepo, this is a stroll in the park. It's, these pendulums were obviously made for someone a lot bigger in mind. And you see what Levi missed out on by misty stepping. There are several pressure plates that you have to step on as you go all the way through. And once you step on all of the pressure plates and get to the end, that's when the gate opens and the pendulums stop.
Gotcha.
Nice.
You fool, you should have just teleported to each plate.
I don't have enough spell slots.
Foolish
And I couldn't
casters.
see the pits, the steps from there anyways.
We continue.
You move on to the sixth room. What immediately comes apparent to you is the ambient heat in this room. There seems to be some kind of burning fire that is raising the temperature several degrees until they're uncomfortable. You guys walk into this room and you see a large metallic statue standing above a burning grate. It seems like there's a fresh fire burning brightly beneath its feet. On this metal statue, there appears to be a key, and directly behind it, a door that looks like the key should go to.
Do you want to use that teleporting for your key? Oh, wait. It's a dude?
The statue is not moved, but it is almost as if its eyes have locked onto you all.
Where's the key at on here?
The key is hanging by a necklace.
Oh.
This sounds like some good thieving moments.
The thing looks like an automaton. It's probably gonna react whether I be sneaky or not. What does the door say, Logan?
The door just says a test.
Ow. How lovely. Vague. I am going to try. So what happens if I walk around it?
If you're the closest one to it, it turns to look at you.
Oh.
Oh, somebody else come here and stand on the other side of him.
I'll do that.
Okay.
You have a shield.
I do have a shield.
You two stand on opposite sides
Yeah.
of
Who does it face?
it. It divides so that way it's looking equally at you as best it can.
Cross-eyed looking fool.
I will advance 1 step.
It turns its head to you, Katya.
I advance 2 steps.
It turns to Meepo. You guys are respectfully
Katya, let's see how
13
fast this thing
feet
can
and
turn.
14 feet.
What was that, Logan?
Katya is 14 feet. Meepo is 13 feet from it.
Katya, let's see how fast this thing can turn.
Okay, I will slowly advance on it.
Okay. If you get closer than Meepo, it turns towards you.
And I'm going to keep slowly moving forward. Eric, does that work?
Well, I was gonna let's just keep jumping back and forth between 14 and 15 feet and see how fast it can turn.
Oh, I see.
If it can get dizzy, if it can get.
Yeah, we can do that.
If this doesn't work, I have a plan.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's just looking back and forth.
How
We go as
fast?
fast as we can, Logan.
Yeah, and it's looking back and forth.
All right. Eric, I'm thinking of moving up slowly to distract it.
What happens if I try to approach as slowly as I can, Logan?
It depends on proximity.
Okay.
Does it still see my movement?
It's dependent on proximity.
So if I'm moving faster than you and I'm closer, it's looking at me. I want to get within 5 feet.
As soon as you get into 5 feet, it looks directly at you, Katya. It reaches down and grabs its leg and pulls a gigantic club and begins to raise it.
Can I try to speak to it?
Okay, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna cast darkness on it.
Ooh.
Okay.
And how are we getting that necklace?
And then I am going to approach it. Does it turn? I'm gonna push Katya back. Does it look at me through in the darkness when I get within that 5 feet?
Is this the first time we're seeing you do this?
No, he's cast darkness many times.
But has he ever walked into it like this before?
No, usually he's either cast it centered on himself and then left, or just cast it and just no. I think this is
Okay.
the first time we've seen him walk towards it.
Okay.
All right, you walk towards it. It doesn't seem to react to you as far as you can tell.
All right, so like I said, I'm gonna walk up to it,
Uh,
put Katya out of reach because of course she can't see,
right.
and then I'm gonna grab the necklace.
You attempt to grab the necklace. I need you to make a con save.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
He pushed you back, but did he push you out of melee?
I would have pushed her out where he couldn't swing at her.
Okay. All right, then you are 10 feet away.
Okay, if he's outside of 10 feet, it doesn't extend to him.
Okay. So no added for that.
No added?
That's what I'm asking.
If she, are you out? You push Katya away, right? 10
Yep.
feet beyond his reach, and you're practically going to have to
Okay.
be right next to him.
Well, it's fine either way because
If he's
I
10
then
feet
rolled a
or-
21.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Levi, your hand immediately begins to burn as the key is glowing red hot. You take 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. As a
Ow.
reaction, I will actually. Let me see here. Let me see what it does here. I will use as a reaction. I will do absorb elements.
Okay. So you
which
take
gives
half
me,
that.
Yep. So how much was that?
12. So you take 6.
6. All right.
Okay. So I need you to make a con save on the darkness because he concentration check. Because darkness is concentration, isn't it?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, that's just a D20, isn't it?
Yeah.
$17.
All right. You're able to hold your darkness.
And then on my next turn, I will just misty step towards the door.
Okay. Let's see. How is this guy going to react now? Because he will know that his key is gone.
But he won't be able to see it.
Right. But he can walk out of that, right?
60 feet.
Oh, so no one can see anything.
Except for me.
Right.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. You put the key in the door, it unlocks, and the gate opens.
And then one by one, I will lead people through. Or no, I can just uncast darkness, can't I?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
All right.
As soon as you do, now that it has vision back, it's going to move off its spot. So without its key, it becomes aggressive. And then, let's see, we're going to roll.
Meepo's running for the door. He's not going to ask why it's open. He's just going to go for the door.
Fair enough.
So
Why are you all not going for the door?
I'm going to roll this D6. 1 is Ian, 2 is Eric, 3 is Laura, 4 is
Lou.
Click, or Lou, and 5 is
Click.
Click. Okay, and then 6 is that he does not see anybody enough to attack them. I rolled a 5. It's always Click.
Poor Click.
Click is a little slow on the draw. Being a bird, his eyes are not focusing.
Well, I assume that Click does not have an AC of 28.
No, by no means.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You have to explain it to Chris, when his characters are dead.
It's not my fault. It's the dice. I was going to say it hits Lou. But, oh, wow. I rolled high on that, too. That's great. Click takes 27 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
Ow.
And, let's see. Can I get a dex save from Click to see if he can actually escape? Because, wait, what's his AC?
He held in place or something?
Is his AC 17?
1 second. I
Is
have
he
to
held
open.
in place or something?
No, it's the Iron Golem, because that's what this thing is a
AC is 17.
woohoo, hallelujah. I rolled a 3, and therefore it was a 16. So that first attack, Click basically gets swatted by a gigantic baseball bat of metal.
Yeah.
You hear a as Click gets struck, and Click goes flying as a flaming ball of feathers and fire right out the gate.
Cool.
And everyone else makes it out. There's cheers, there's laughs, there's as you all pass through the final gate on the time trial.
Nice.
It is 10:15, so if we want to end it there, we can pick up literally that second next time.
I'm okay with that.
So Click
Yeah.
made it through the gate.
Click made it through the gate.
Okay.
Luckily, I rolled exactly what I needed to miss him.
All right.
Because all right, yeah, you guys have just completed the time trial aspect of the Thunderlock bar crawl. You've met some interesting people. We'll see who makes it through to the next round. I hope y'all had fun.
Yeah.
It was
I did.
a silly chance to do a dungeon crawl.
Yes.
With some skills we don't normally use.
Yeah. I like
think
the
right.
dancing one.
Yeah, I
Big
figured
brain.
that would get a few chuckles.
Yes, the dancing Aarakocra and the kobold will be spoken about.
Oh, Vol is already working on a ballad.
Volumes will be written about the forbidden dance of the lizard and the chicken.
Yeah, and I need to. Since somebody was in armor, my feet need.
So, I'll tell you what I was expecting to happen with that golem, or at least I wasn't expecting darkness and then you just to take the key.
Never expect darkness.
I wasn't expecting it to work.
Well, I didn't know if it was some sort of like proximity thing or if it was eyesight, actual eyesight.
Well, iron
Oh, good.
golems don't have. They have dark vision up to 120 feet, but that's more than dark vision.
Yep.
So-
some other kind of sense or something.
So basically, what you guys had to do was to get the key away from the golem. And I had a list of like, they could do this, they could do that, but I didn't figure dark vision, just walk up and take it.
It's extra special dark vision, super dark vision.
Well,
'Cause dark vision can't usually see through darkness.
well, what I should have actually done then was dark vision out and then guided everybody out by hand.
Yeah,
Which
maybe.
is what I thought about doing, but I thought in the essence of time
Right,
that I would just drop it.
right. That was definitely the faster option. And I'm gonna look back to see how many failures you got, determine how well you guys placed.
Only
Well,
got a couple of failures.
The biggest failure thing was the
The dance.
berries. No, the berries we've had two mistries. The
Oh, that's
dance
true.
was only one. The lifting of the cauldron was only one.
The tile thing didn't even have any checks.
Nope.
Which tile? Oh, yes, it did.
Tile.
It was the investigation check.
Oh.
If you guys, there was a
Oh.
chance that you guys put things together in the wrong order without the key, which was the hidden markers.
Ah.
Interesting.
But GG, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time.
Fun times, Logan.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do combat next time.
Oh no.
Do we have to rest first?
That's a good
We're
question.
technically not done with the thing, so
Is it
Yeah.
like the next day or that? Well, they could have the time trials one day, and then the second part the next.
They could, or they could do it all in one.
That's what I'm asking.
They would have told you that it's an all-in-one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is also it's a different kind of dungeon. You still have to conserve your resources, but basically I put all the traps and puzzles up front.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll protect you.
Let's see how this goes. I'm excited.
Next week, right?
Yes, unless anybody has problems, I shouldn't.
All right.
I
Let me
should
look
be